This is Jesse Dillon. Good Life Networks and the Good Life Show have touched down today at the Sparkling Hill Resort in beautiful British Columbia, Sparkling Hill Resort and KurSpa. And I'm with the manager of KurSpa, Cheryl Haddad. Cheryl, there has been so much information in the news lately about obesity being the #1 wellness and health issue in North America right now. There are so many quick fads on the market and bizarre diets and pills that you can take and twitch your weight away while you sleep. Cheryl, does there exist a healthy weight loss program?
Yes, Jesse. In fact, there is a great one that we have up here at KurSpa at Sparkling Hill that's been devised with our kinesiologist and our naturopath and a number of the executives and Hans-Peter as well here at KurSpa. And it's not a quick fix. It's a lot of work, but it works. And we give our guests the tools to go home and take something back with them as far as a healthy exercise program and a healthy diet program. So when our guest calls here and they have a good amount of weight to lose, but they don't want to go on a starvation diet, and they want to have a whole lifestyle change. And in many cases, with people working as many hours as they are now, they find it hard to take the time to shop and buy nutritious food and take the time to cook it, and also to spend a couple of hours a day to exercise, which is kind of what's really, really great if you want to kickstart a weight loss program. So here what we do at KurSpa, the guest will call, we'll make sure that it's the appropriate program, and we'll welcome our guest, and the guest will stay with us for 7 nights. We will have our guest meet with our kinesiologist to do a custom designed program that they can take home with them, but more importantly, they start that program here today. So we've got all of our Kaiser equipment in our FunFit studio. We've got treadmills, and more importantly, we've got hundreds of miles of trails outside that our guests can go and enjoy while they're here. And hiking and getting fresh air is really super important part of that program. We've got also a contour wrap that we do that is done with herbs. Actually, we have bandages soaked in herbs, and we have a 2.5 hour wrap. Wrap starts with the whole body being measured, and every single measurement from ankles all the way up to the neck are actually written down. The guest is then carefully wrapped with the herb-soaked bandages. That's about a half an hour to 45-minute process. And it's done all the way basically from under the arms and the neck and all the way down to the ankles. The guest is then put into almost like a moon suit. It's a silver suit, and that actually allows a thermal effect to happen. So you've got both the bandages, the herbs, and the heat. And what's happening with the herbs is that the herbs are actually detoxifying the lymphatic areas of the body. And wherever lymph glands are in the body, there's actually a lot of loss, mostly of moisture. And that it's not really a weight loss, it's really a water loss. But it gives the kickstart to the guest. Usually they'll lose 10 or 11 inches off of their body, which makes them feel really great. And then what we do right away is to get a restricted calorie program, but again, something that can be followed at home. But we do it a little more drastically. So morning for breakfast, we'll do a protein shake, some tea, and usually a nice plate of fresh fruit and berries. Then the guest will go and meet with our kinesiologist and usually do a one-on-one session of workouts and walks. Then the guest will have a nice light lunch of usually a specially prepared salad with maybe some dried fruits and some seeds for a little bit of protein, along with a protein shake. Then it's back to doing some more exercise and maybe a nice massage as the body starts to ache from all the working out. And then for dinner, we'll usually do some steamed vegetables and a light fish or chicken. And that's basically it for the day. In the evening, the guest will usually go and do some nice steams and saunas because their bodies are very sore from all of the workouts that they're usually not accustomed to. And then there's the pool and the hot tub as well. the guests usually find that they sleep very, very well during the program. And we basically have them on that program for 7 days. Now, what I do to customize it for them, I know this summer we actually had an executive that was here that had had great personal loss in her life, and she had really let herself go. And I said to her, you know, would you like to come and why don't we give you a nice haircut? And she said, oh, do you think I could get my hair colored too? And I said, absolutely. So we ended up also doing a little bit of a mini makeover. We did some hair color, redid the whole style of her hair, did some makeup, some massages, nice manicures, pedicures, facials, as well as massages every day. And along with the food program, this lady really came into her own. At the end of the program, before she went home, and we do this for every guest, we did another one of the inch-off wraps, another 2.5 hours. And at the end of that week, she was completely transformed. So she came in with bad eating habits, no exercise program, not looking or feeling good, and leaving being, I think, both mentally, physically, and spiritually renewed. So really great program. And that is, I think, something that's going to become very successful, because she was able to go home and said, you know what, I've got the tools in my toolbox now to go home and keep on going with this.